regulations last year brought a lot of hope for Ferrari, as they had an excellent start to the season, and many thought it would be the year that they will be back at the top once again. However, as we all know, this was not the case, and they would drop off massively as the season went on due to a number of factors like driver mistakes, mechanical failures, and the team making the wrong calls with the strategy. The hope for the team was that in 2023 they will be able to fix all of these issues, and they started off by sacking Mattia Binotto, and so far they look better with Fred Vasseur at the top. However, when it comes to the car for this season, they haven't made any progress on what they did last year, and it seems like they've taken a step back as they look for their first championship since 2007. There is still a lot of hope at Ferrari for the future, as they have it in their DNA how to win, and many people believe it will come good for them somewhere down the line. But right now, it looks very unlikely they will win a championship soon, as their drivers have no belief in their team. In today's video, we will be talking about exactly what this means, how Leclerc may not even extend his contract that ends very soon, and finally, we will touch on what the expectations for Ferrari will be in the coming years as we head into new regulations in 2026. Let's get right into the action, shall we? Ferrari are the most successful team in the history of Formula One, and they've been here since the very start. But in recent years, they have failed to show everyone what they can really do. They have all the facilities needed to win championships, but they can just not put everything together for them to do this. One of the most important factors in being successful in the sport is having drivers who are quick and put a lot of faith and trust into their own team. However, this does not seem to be the case for the Scuderia at this moment in time, with Carlos Sainz, but even more so Charles Leclerc, who is seen as their golden boy for the future. This season has been very painful, to say the least, for the drivers, who expected a lot and got nothing in return, as they have a car that is right now the 4th best. They have been struggling a lot, and whilst the leadership part of the team is much better than last year, the car is even worse, causing the drivers to simply be angry and more on edge over the team radio and in the media. One thing that has come up recently that a lot of fans have noticed is how both Sainz and Leclerc seem to be in control of their own strategy. Some people may see this as the drivers knowing what is best, as they can get a feel of the tyres and everything around them. But it can also be seen as the drivers not having enough belief in the people in charge of the strategies, who have all the data and information to see what will work best. The Ferrari drivers have recently been telling the team when they want to box, for example, and going against team orders and refusing to box, especially at the Canadian Grand Prix, where it worked out for them, but it's not a good look for the whole of the team. From the outside looking in, it does look like Sainz and Leclerc do not trust the team after what happened to both of them in 2022, with the team making very stupid calls, to say the least. For pretty much every single other driver on the grid, they put the faith in the team to make the strategy calls. So it is very strange to see this in such a big team, with so many people who know what they are doing behind the strategy. There is also some frustration from Leclerc, who has been very vocal about his anger recently after he was knocked out in Q2 in Canada, kind of blaming the team in a lot of ways. He is always talking to the media how the team has made this mistake and that mistake, and you get the feeling that Leclerc is hurting a lot. At the beginning of the season in 2022, he was a red-hot favourite to win the championship, and now he is struggling to get into Q3. It's quite a fall-off, and you can understand the anger and frustration that he has now towards the team. Leclerc loves Ferrari with all of his heart, and it is his dream, but he is also showing signs that he has lost all faith now and wants to move on, possibly. What do you think about Leclerc and Sainz controlling the strategy over the team radio? Is it the right thing to do or not? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Our next topic links nicely regarding how all this recent drama and the lack of trust could mean that Leclerc does not extend his contract that is over at the end of the 2024 season. There have been talks recently over the possibility of Leclerc extending this contract for many more years, but the talks may be halted due to the drama that has happened as of late. With how angry Leclerc has been at the team and having no trust in them at all, it could mean Leclerc does not extend his contract and he may look elsewhere. Charles, he's a world-class driver and has the ability to win the Drivers' Championship, but Ferrari look like they may not be anywhere near that goal, with Red Bull, Mercedes and Aston Martin all ahead of them in terms of pace at this moment in time. Leclerc has to be realistic and think where is best for him to win races right now, and Red Bull would be the best of course, but Mercedes and Aston Martin just look like they have the better packages at this moment in time. Of course, Leclerc has till the end of next season to see where the team are and what options are open for him, and if the way things continue how they are at Ferrari, he could easily leave if he wants to, as many teams will want him. It is down to if Leclerc wants to wait to see if Ferrari can become competitive and he could achieve his dream, or he might have to leave if he wants to move forward. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing now. Our third and final topic is surrounding about what the expectations of Ferrari will be until 2026, when we get another regulation change. The start of the 2022 regulations was very promising for Ferrari, but as time has gone on so far, they have just fallen away bit by bit, and they have to regroup and find pace if they want to win championships. It will take a lot of time in the wind tunnel over the winters finding pace if they want to get ahead of Red Bull or Aston Martin and Mercedes, who after the Grand Prix proved how they are quicker. So for Ferrari over these next few seasons, they just want to build and try and win a few races here and there. Of course, they want to win the championship, but they have to be realistic. The expectations for the team should be to try and get as close as possible to challenging for races consistently, as they hope they can build a good engine in 2026 that will make them go ahead of the opposition. Leclerc and Sainz, we do not think would be happy with just challenging for the championship. They expect more from the team, but that has been the story of Ferrari ever since 2007. Disappointment after disappointment and failing to meet the expectations. If they finish P4 in the championship, which is looking pretty likely this season, they will be very disappointed, but it does give them more time in the wind tunnel, which could be a positive. Overall, it has to be said that Ferrari have not done what was expected of them in 2023. But for the rest of the season, they hope to find more data and find ways they can get that Ferrari in the position to win races. We'll just have to wait and see to what the Scuderia can do if they want to break the long wait that championship they want and desperately need. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one.